So you're just stepping side to side to start. Okay, so literally just warming our bodies up nice and gently. Then start stepping forward, doing a bit of a twist. Deep breaths. 2 steps forward, don't have to do the arms. If it's confusing, you can do anything you want with your arms. By introducing the arms, it just gets the heart rate up a little bit. And then do forward. Just swish side to side. And then just start to bend your knees a little bit more. Hands on the waist, stand still, just twist to one side, centre, twist, centre. A bit looser now with the arms, twist the foot as well. And then just side to side. Yeah, I never thought the kids would be able to take time off work or that they would do it, but they obviously realise how precious it is to spend time with my mum and dad, and for all of us to be in Wales, it would be amazing. Just wish it was longer. Okay, so we're just going to start to punch to the sides. They're there for 7 weeks. You're there for 3 days. Never mind. Lovely. Okay, now side step with a cross behind. If you want to start stepping things up, you can, but I've only just started warming up, so there's plenty of time for that. If you wanted to, you can do a jump at the end. So it's like a grapevine, they called this, didn't they, back in the day? Just feeling my heart rate coming up nice and slowly, but it's coming up. Now just keep kicking behind to get a nice stretch down through the quads and the hip flexors, and then a bit more of a bend in between. Lovely. Okay, stand still, just do the arms up. Nice big deep breaths again. Let's side stretch. And I'm gonna do a roll down, so a little less dynamic, but nice to get through the spine, so just rolling down. And then come back up onto the toes, and again, arms down, roll down. You take your time, don't have to go as fast as I am, just enjoy the stretch. One more, and roll down. Okay, we're going to get started with some boxing, so nothing's unfamiliar to you, just punching side to side. So warming up the arm muscles and getting the heart rate up. So you can go whatever speed you like with these. I'm going to start slow and then get a bit quicker, and then I'm going to move on to the next move. So the next move will be uppercuts. Keep both hands up, stepping side to side. Use the core to punch from your tummy. Now that sounds weird, but feel the drive of the punch from the tummy. Uppercuts. Okay, slow to start. You can bend in between. Don't punch yourself in the nose. I'm going to take these bracelets off again, my nose. Jingling, jangling. Quicker if you like. Now these are really good for your core. So have it on and then feel it working each time you punch up. Okay, now slower, and then we'll do some hooks. Hook, hook. Nice little twist in the body, feeling it in the waist. And feel like you've impacted something. So rather than just swinging it round like a scarf, feel like it's hit something and bounces back. So let it get a bit quicker. In a minute, we're going to bring our legs to hip width, and we're going to do fairly narrow squats with our feet facing forward, okay? So bringing them just a bit further than hip width, and down and up. So just let the heart rate come down. I'm going really low, you don't have to, they can be a bit titchy, so if you've got knee problems, remember the bottom comes out first. So So not like that, especially if you're doing narrow. If you try and do them like that, they will really hurt the back of your legs. So remember to squeeze your bottom to get yourself up. Tall through the crown of the head. All helps. You need to go slower you can. And we'll do little add-ons to these. So we can do a foot out, squat, in, squat, out, squat, go to the same side, squat, out, squat, in, squat. So I'm going all to my right side. You can carry on at that speed, or we're going to do a wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Okay, so you see the difference, I'm not standing in between. Whew. Suddenly hot in here. And march. Well done. Get your breath back. We'll do to the other side this time. So let's do them slow. So you do a narrow squat, stand, wide squat, stand, narrow, stand, wide, stand, narrow, stand. So if you prefer that one, stick with that one. I know it's difficult when you're watching someone do double the speed. So now I'm going to do the quicker. So narrow, wide, narrow, wide. So you kind of stand, but not for long. Whew. Yeah, so that laughing was hysterics, Sue, because I'm not exactly Jane Fonda when it comes to cardio. Although I did admire her style with those leg warmers and leotard up her backside. And march. Never get me in one of them, that's for sure. Okay, so arms up. And reach and down. And again. Big breath in. Whew, and down. Right, a little bit slower, but some strength training. So grab your weights. Remembering to bend at the knees, roll down. Whew. Okay. So when you've got your weights, let's just start with the arms. Arms at 45 degrees, and you're going to bring them up, press up towards the ceiling, bicep down. So 45 degrees, bend, reach up, bend, down. I'll come down here so you can see what I'm doing at the top. You stay standing. There's a nice rotation in your arms as well, so the palms forward at the top. Okay, once you've got that sus, we're going to add a leg if you want to. So get your balance, tall through the crown of the head, core switched on, focus on a point, and then just bring your leg up. Alright, so bent. So the arm's going to come up, and as they go up towards the ceiling, you bring the foot forward and bend, or you don't have to bring the foot forward, you can just leave it as it is. So I'm going to show you from the side. So the leg can either stay up or it can go down each time. I'll show you that version as well. So as the arms come down, the foot can tap. Or you could just do the leg up and down without the foot coming forward, okay? One more after this, we'll swap. So just readjust yourself, get your balance again, then we'll go on the other side. So that foot can come up and down or stay up. That's it. Remember to have real control over your biceps and over the weights. So really gripping them, really thinking about using the muscles and keeping your back straight with your core switched on. Lovely. I really like the mix up of the cardio, the strengthening, because it still keeps your heart rate up, but not quite as much as all that running round. Although, having said that, the next thing we're going to do is a little bit of skipping. I like a bit of skipping. That's it. And march it out. So in full roll down style, so you get a stretch through the back, chin to chest, start bending the knees. Put your weights down, but out of the way sufficiently for you to be able to skip. So let's try this for a minute or so. Pretend you've got your rope, And then I'm just gonna hop foot to foot. That's my first style of skipping. If you don't like that, that's gonna be the next, so you can just pick whatever you want. But just you imagine you're a little girl in the garden again, those wooden handles and your string, oh, ages I'd be. And however you used to do it, you can do it now. Okay, so I'm flicking my foot forward now. How else did we do it? No, that was the hopping, wasn't it? There's another way, isn't it? I suppose when you do it like that, it's a bit more difficult like that. Or both together. And if you're doing both together, you can do it side to side like the boxers do. Yay! You all look like you're having fun. Now, whichever one you're doing, for about 10 seconds or so, you are going to go 90 to 100% of what you're able to do. High intensive, oh, you know, I can't even say it when I'm doing this. Hey, high intensity interval training is what it's called, HIIT. And just march, well done. Nice deep breath. And again. And again. Okay, a few more squats. No, they say, please, no more. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it with one heel up. I'm not doing many. Okay, so I've got my left heel up to start. So come down and up. Same as we did before, bottom out. Squeeze the bottom forward at the top. Then you're gonna, if you want to, when you come up, you do a flick forward of the foot and push the arms back. It's a bit of a kick. Down, lift. Use your core to lift that leg. Although you're kicking, just use the core. Let's switch to the other foot, right heel. Just squats to start. 3 normal squats, and you can add a kick if you want. Give me a little kick, or you can bring the right knee right up, as if you're doing Kung Fu. I don't suppose that's politically correct to say it like that anymore, is it? I'm just thinking back to our grasshopper back in the day. What was that called? You can tell me at the end. Prize for the monkey. It was called monkey. Now just squats. Push. Squat. Heels down. Now I'm going to raise my heels when I come up. Up, down, squat, up. Up, down. Ooh, get right into your calves, they do. Oop. Oop. Silly noises aren't going to help, so I apologise. Deep breaths, come on. Feel the need. Too much talking, that's my problem. That's it, nice deep breaths. 2 more. Whew. And march it out. Okay, nice one where we just get to stand. You can do 1 leg. Now I like 2 weights for this. Stay standing, girls. So I'm just going to get on my knees because you won't be able to see what I'm doing with my hands. So if you're using 2 weights or 1 weight, it's the same thing. We've done these before. You bring the elbows up to the side of your head and then you stretch the weight up towards the ceiling. So the weights come back as if you're trying to tap them on your shoulders or the middle of your back, and then you see my elbows aren't moving forward. If they do, you won't get it in the triceps. So you want to try and keep the elbows narrow as well. And as I always say with these, you can see my back's bending like crazy, so now I'm going to tuck my pelvis under to keep the back protected. Alright. So posture-wise, your feet are hip width, knees are soft. If 2 weights gets too much, put 1 down. If you feel able, you can balance standing tall, 1 leg. Woo. Yeah, if you've got heavy weights to start with. I'm going to balance on my other leg for 4 more. 4, ow, 3, eek, 2, 1. Oh, bring the weights down. Well done, girls. Pop them down, grab a drink. Do this with your hands, rotate your thumbs. Okay, take a couple of deep breaths. Squat, step backs. Okay. Oh yeah, this is what I missed that earlier. We're going to do those little sort of crab squat things at the width of our mat if you've got the room at home. So I'm going to start one end of my mat. Feet are narrow, squat down, and then you're going to step and in. Step in. If you get tired, you can come up each time, okay? So you'll be doing that. Otherwise, stay down. Okay, taking it easy. See if you can go a tiny bit lower. Bottom sticking right out, chest up. I'm going to do my last 3 or 4 a little bit quicker. Up to you though. 2, 3, 2 more. And I wasn't sure if that was 2, never mind if it wasn't. All right, now we're going to squat, step back, all on the same leg. I'm doing my left leg. Right leg is bent. I'm bending forward a little bit, and when that leg comes back, I'm really squeezing my bottom. So the leg you're balancing on will also feel it. Okay, it's quite nice to do running man. You can push the triceps back each time. Now in a minute, we're going to do this to the side. Okay, so side, in. You might want to do that with your arms, whatever feels right. So same leg still my left leg, right leg's killing. And then you're going to go forward, in, forward. That's a killer, that one. I'm going to do some biceps with that. Woo. 3, 2, I know that's a killer, Thelma. 1. And especially with knees, I tell you what to do, Thelma, for that one. Do it standing without bending, okay? So you can go like this and to the side, okay? So you'll still get to squeeze your bottom. All right, girls, so other side for all of us. So either stay standing or just a little bend. So back and in. That's it, Thelma. So for you, if you were standing, you just same thing, just really stretch the leg out. Exactly the same thing. So you do running man, whatever you want with the arms. Nothing at all. Last one to the side. So don't move the body stays still, William. That's it, you're sort of doing that, which is still a good move, but if you notice my body is still and just the leg comes out. You always like to work twice as hard, Lillian. And then forward, forward. Lovely. I think that is us done for standing. And march it out. Let's just stretch the legs before we come down, okay? So legs wide, bend one knee, legs at feet at 45, bend one knee, and then just allow the stretch in that straight leg. Big deep breath. Now I'm going to come down to the floor, walk my hands back to the middle, straighten both legs, just stay in there. And then start to walk the legs to the other leg, bending that at the knee. And then hand on the knee and come back up. Okay, come back down again. And then just point your toes forward, bend the knee, wiggle the feet in. And then we'll just do a full roll up. Oh, legs are shaking there.